Hello, welcome on in everyone. The New World Beta is finally here, and the first day has passed, and I've had a lot of fun in PvP. I've been playing around with the Ice Gauntlet, which is a weapon that I really wanted to try during the first beta, but I didn't end up having time for it. So this time around, I've been loving the Ice Gauntlet. I started out by using the Rapier Ice Gauntlet combo, and this thing has some OP moves. First off, that pylon. We can just sit there and regen all of our mana, get our cooldowns back. There you can see we managed to trap him with the Immobilize, go for the Rapier Flesh into the backstab, and then a light attack evade, a few light attack chains, and he is stuck in that Immobilize, and he can't roll out of that, so he's forced to eat that massive combo. So definitely some awesome synergy with our Rapier. I think the combination of having a control weapon to slow our opponent down and then a speedy weapon like the Rapier just makes us a really good fighting machine for PvP. Even if we're outnumbered, I find this is a really nice combo because you can control your area really well with the Ice Gauntlet. I put some really good damage into that one green player right away, but unfortunately he was able to kind of escape while the other one jumped on top of me. And we're in full light armor, so we are actually very squishy on this build. This guy goes in for the Great Axe combo on very low hit points, so we just go for the shootout with him, a good mutual exchange, and he goes down. And I'm just kind of kiting around this player here as he tries to put a bit of damage in us, but good stuff with the light armor, lots of direction changes as we dodge roll, and we can make ourselves very hard to hit, even in melee distance. And I just jump into the Ice Pylon again here. I really like it for that increased mana regen, but I jump out of it a little early because I was actually afraid that he might try to run away. It's just a one-on-one at this point, so I'm just kind of trying to make sure that he stays in this fight. He goes for the Fire Staff Gap Closer right into my Immobilize, gets himself trapped in the field as well, and we get a really nice few pokes with the Rapier right behind him. And it's just, again, great synergy with the Ice Gauntlet because we can hold them in place and make sure we can get that guaranteed crit backstab bonus on a player. Now, moving on to our next fight here, I actually got into quite a few fights with players that were a little bit higher level. It was the first day, so I didn't run into anybody in the level 30 bracket, but definitely a few level 20s. Now, in the patch notes for this beta, it was noted that the battle leveling mechanic has been adjusted so that a higher level player has a larger advantage than they did in the last beta versus a low level player. I definitely thought I felt this during the course of my time playing, even on this first day. There you can see this guy who's just about 10 levels higher than me does a ton of damage when we go for that mutual exchange. So I feel the power of the higher level weapons. I think if the opponent that you fight is double your level or more, it's going to start to feel really dicey against them. Now, I've got another 1v2 for you guys here, and this is one of the first fights I got into with the Frost Gauntlet, so this was my first time really experiencing the goodness of the control it has to offer. I threw down that Immobilize, we managed to catch one guy in it, and look at that poor green player. He's just taken a lot of damage from the dot. He can't move. He's stuck in the snare and Immobilize, and all it takes is a few pokes with the Rapier. We quickly switch to the next target and put some good damage into him too, and this guy right away tries to continue to run, and we're just going to throw a few Frost Gauntlet attacks at him, and we manage to finish him off. I'm definitely enjoying this Ice Gauntlet. It has a very unique kind of control-oriented gameplay, and I think it's going to be very effective for 1vx as I continue to level it up and see how well we can take advantage of the crowd control that this weapon offers. Of course, I'm going to share a build with you guys when I have a more fleshed out version of this setup, and you'll be able to find that build on pvpnewworld.com if you want to find written guides to my builds, as well as all kinds of guides for the game. Give me a follow on Twitter if you guys want to keep up to date with me, and follow me on Twitch if you want to be a part of the New World adventure. I'm going to be streaming a lot of my PvP time during this beta, and I'll be streaming a ton when the game comes out as well. We are sponsored by What the Fast. They're a VPN for gamers. They can give you better ping to your favorite games. Free to try for the first month. A link down below for you guys. And a massive thank you and shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. Without you guys, I couldn't do this job, so thank you for making the dream a reality. Thank you everybody for tuning in and watching. As always, I hope that you guys enjoyed. Have a great night, everyone, and I'll see you next time.